Okay, what was it that you wanted to talk to me about? Look, I know things have been stressful on you lately, but seriously, I had a miserable day at work. If it's something important, we can talk about it. You know what? If it's something that's important to you, we can talk about it. You know I have always made time for you. You know how important you are to me. So, apparently there's something you need to talk to me about. Okay, let's talk. What's going on? I told you, communication is very important. Now you know this. Communication is very important. I don't like talking about it, but most first marriages fail because of two reasons. Money, and usually a lack of it, and the other person being irresponsible, or maybe both people being irresponsible. The second reason, lack of communication. Look, I don't need to tell you how things are when it comes to guys. If no one tells the guy in a marriage that there's a problem, he's just gonna assume everything's fine. That's why my first marriage failed. Now, thankfully, I didn't have any kids with her. But my first marriage failed because she didn't know how to communicate properly. And like a typical guy, I just assumed that if my wife doesn't tell me that there's something wrong, then everything is good. That's every guy on the face of the planet. Just naturally assuming that everything is good unless his wife or girlfriend says otherwise. And that's why my first marriage failed. I thought everything was good. It wasn't. And it wasn't until she wanted a divorce that it turned out, yeah, things really weren't good. You know what? I'm not a saint. At the same time, if she had communicated with me, I'm certain things would have gone better. Maybe I'd still be married to her, who knows? Anyway, it's good we didn't have kids, all things considered. Now, I thought life would be easier after my second marriage, but it really hasn't been. Look, I get it. There's something you want to talk to me about. Okay, I'm just letting you know that communication is very important. So, okay, let's talk. What is it? Pregnant. 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 Yeah, that's not exactly a word that sounds good. What do you mean, pregnant? How did this happen? Okay. I know how these things happen. I'm not an idiot. But are you sure? Pregnant? Well, do you know how long Look, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. I can't believe this happened. How could this happen? Pregnant. No, this is the last thing we need. This is not good news. This is not remotely good news. Oh, you disagree. You disagree. You disagree. You disagree. You disagree. You disagree. Really? Okay. I tell you what. How about we bring your sisters and your mother in here, and you can explain to them how you got a girl pregnant. Son, you messed up royally. Are you kidding me? Pregnant. What have I told you? What have I told you? Always use a condom. Always. Always provide your own condom. Don't rely on a condom that the girl hands you. Why? Because honestly, some girls try to intentionally get pregnant. Yes, girls can be just as big of scumbags as guys. The difference is, guys can't get pregnant. I told you, always wear a condom. Always bring your own condom. And when you're done using it, you flush that thing down the toilet. Oh, you didn't use a condom. Boy, I'm about to get up from this chair. I swear. I swear. Oh, boy. Boy. You're my only son. If it wasn't for the fact that you got some girl pregnant, I might kill you. Yes, I'm joking. Well, maybe not entirely. I can't believe you'd screw up like this. Why didn't you use a condom? She told you she was in a car accident when she was a child. And her reproductive system got messed up. Okay, well, does she have any scars down there to prove it? The doctors must have performed surgery in order to save her life, so she's probably got some scars on her legs, on her lower torso, on her thighs. Does she have any scars? You didn't look. She insisted on turning the lights off. Well, okay. No, that last part is actually common. Lots of girls are very, well, they're not entirely comfortable with their bodies, and they're not entirely comfortable showing it to a guy they're about to be intimate with. So, she decided, let's have sex with the lights off. Okay, that's common. But you actually believed her story. Son, I love you. But I wish you were a lot brighter. I really do. I can't believe you fell for that story. Yes, she was lying. Of course she was lying. Come on. Or maybe she was in a horrible accident. The doctors saved her life. They thought she could never get pregnant. Doctors make mistakes too. Maybe she's not lying. Look, are you sure she's pregnant? Okay. She took 2 pregnancy tests at home, and she took one at the doctor's office. Okay, she's pregnant, so she's a few weeks along. Okay, 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 okay. Look, I'm not trying to be a jerk. Maybe she's a very nice girl. Maybe you were her first, or maybe just her second. I don't know. Maybe she's a genuinely sweet girl. Maybe this baby is yours. But, I mean, only she knows how many guys she has been with. Son, all I'm saying is there is a possibility the baby is not yours. If it is, okay, we'll do what needs to be done. No, we will not be doing that. Are you insane? No. No, we do not do that in this family. I want you to forget that word. That word is no longer in your vocabulary. We will not be doing that. No, I don't care. No, I don't care. Well, first of all, the procedure isn't nearly as safe as a lot of people like to pretend it is. Second of all, no. You got that? If this is not your child, then you're off the hook. And you always wear a condom. If it is your child, well then, I guess I'm a grandfather. Your mother, who has a ton of stress in her life already, is going to be a grandmother. She's not going to be happy about that. And I guess your sisters, well, they're both going to be doing a ton of babysitting for free. So there's that at least. Look, maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves. Have you talked to the girl? Okay, you have. Good. What does she want to do? Look, son, I'm sorry, but at this point, in our society, you have practically, well, you basically have no say in it. If she decides to keep the child, then she's gonna keep it. If she decides to put the child up for adoption, which, by the way, would be the best thing for her and the child, because she's young, well, that's what's going to happen. And if she decides to do that other thing, which we will not be discussing, then I'm sorry, you don't have a say in it. But you sure as hell are not gonna pay her to get that procedure done. Son, I can't believe you screwed up like this. Anytime a girl or a woman tells you, oh, that's okay, you don't need to use a condom with me, run for the hills, or put on a condom, one that you provided for yourself. You know what, for now, we're not gonna tell your mother. We're not gonna tell your sisters. What's going to happen is you're gonna call up the girl. I'm assuming her parents know. Okay, good. You're gonna call up the girl. You're gonna mention that I want to speak with her parents. And then the three of us, as in her parents and I, are going to discuss the situation. like civilized adults. And I'm gonna do whatever I can to try to convince them that adoption would be best. If they bring up that other procedure, I'm going to tell them that it won't be happening. I'm going to insist on a paternity test. Boy, you got me so upset I can barely form words. I will insist on a paternity test when the child is born. If it's yours and she decides to keep it, you're gonna have to get a second job because you're gonna financially care for your responsibility. You got that? Boy, don't you ever call that child an accident or a mistake in front of her parents, and especially not in front of the child when the child is born. You got that? This is your responsibility. I don't care that this was an accident. You may have created another human being, and if that's the case, you will financially care and help with this human being until this human being becomes 18 and hopefully makes better decisions than you did. Honestly, son, it's bad enough that you nearly burned down the house when you were in the kitchen trying to make a salad. It's bad enough that, you know what? I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I realize that you're doing your best. Honestly, though, your best is not good enough. I'm sorry, but it's not. You're gonna have to do better. I really can't believe I'm having this conversation with my son. Well, eventually both of your older sisters are going to figure out what's going on, especially if you're the father and you drop off the baby for them to babysit. Okay. You're gonna go make that phone call. You're gonna be very polite, very sweet towards her. When her parents come on the phone, I want you to leave the room. I'm gonna put it on speaker so that the three of us can talk. Again, nothing to do with you or her. Hopefully, I can convince her parents that adoption would be the best option, both for their daughter and the baby. Why? Because the two of you are too damn young to raise this baby properly. If it's yours, do you really want to destroy 3 lives with that stupid decision? Just get on the damn phone